A couple of weeks ago, team doctors actually cleared Philadelphia's Brian Westbrook to play. He took 2 weeks off, came back, hit in the head, out. All right, Jimmy, if you're a coach or GM right now, how do you handle all this discussion about neurologists and head injuries going forward?
You know, Kurt, the real problem is, today there's so many people, coaches, trainers, even some players, and even some doctors, they're making decisions about concussions and they don't know the long-range effects. I think this, as a coach, I would never make a decision on playing a player who's had a concussion unless the doctors came up to me and said, Coach, he is fine, play him, he sat out long enough, we've done all the tests. And again, a lot of people making decisions about this thing, they don't know what they're talking about. I know this as a coach too. I would eliminate a lot of drills in our practices where we've had concussions in the past.
But if you look at this, the Pittsburgh Steelers brought in an independent neurologist, didn't have to do it. Arizona sends a pain in the neck, it's still a concussion. And you have to guard a player against himself. That's why you have doctors, because players, you feel like you can do anything. You're invincible. It's such a macho sport. It's not an injury where somebody can see like a broken leg. So it's important for the team to guard against, the player to guard against himself. And you have to realize, I have friends who are in their 30s who are taking Alzheimer's medicine because they've had issues with concussion that are putting them into bouts of depression and different things like that. So you have to think of the long-term effects.
Yeah, our generation of players just didn't say anything. Even if you lost time, there's a couple of different types of concussions. The one that's a whoosh like the cartoon characters, and then there's the ones where you lose time. And I think now, only now, are we starting to see the effects of head trauma on our previous generations, the long-term effects. And now the league is talking about expanding the season from 16 games to possibly 18 games. I think the rosters are too small now. I think they need to be expanded now. If you do that, the rosters definitely have to be expanded, and I think you have to add an extra bye week. If you don't move the season back, that takes the season to the end of February. I think we're at the envelope. This game is bigger, stronger, and faster. The collisions are bigger, and there are more of them.
Okay, listen, to me, I think it's sad that it took an outside source, i.e. Congress, to bring in the commissioner of the NFL, Roger Goodell, and sit down and ask all these questions. All of a sudden, it hits the front pages of the newspaper. It's a big story. Don't forget, remember when steroids? It took someone else to bring it to the front pages. And then, instead of being proactive, the NFL is a billion-dollar empire, billions. Instead of being proactive, they are reactive. They wait till somebody else says, you got a problem, and they go, oh, we're going to fix that. And behind closed doors, they'll tell us, we're going to take care of that. Good idea. But you know what? We shut the doors, we go about our way, and we say, they're going to take care of it. And you know what? They don't. Mike Webster, my former center, passed away. A lot of head problems. A lot of living in a car, living under a bridge. NFL take care of him? No, not at all. And that's why this bothers me. I'm not so sure they really care that much about these players.
Other sports have done stuff. The NHL they do a baseline on all their players. They have a head trauma until that baseline matches the preseason head baseline. They don't go back on the field. The Hans device in NASCAR. If there's equipment that better protects you, every player should be mandatory. It'd be mandatory if that player
were. How do you take the head of a running back?
Sitting up here with you guys every week shows me the effects of head trauma in football. I tell you that.